Okay, we're gonna do ultraviolet waves presentation. UV waves. Speak up. Okay.
What are UV waves? Ultraviolet light has shorter wavelengths than visible light. Although UV waves are invisible to the naked eye, some insects, such as bumblebees, can see them. This is kind of similar to how dogs can hear sounds that we can't. The wave frequency of the ultraviolet spectrum is 0.1 billionth, and the ultraviolet wave contains a lot of energy as the wavelength is very small. The smaller the wave is, the more energy that is in the wave.
Johann Ritter discovered ultraviolet light 1 year after William Herschel discovered infrared light. It was the first time that a form of light beyond visible light had been detected in 1801.
The UV wavelength. The ultraviolet light is electromagnetic radiation with wavelength that is shorter than the visible light. The smallest wavelength in the ultraviolet spectrum is 10 nanometers, and the biggest wavelength in the ultraviolet is 400 nanometers. The ranges of ultraviolet are vacuum, that's the smallest, then to short wave, and then long wave, and then medium, then long wave. These different waves make up the ultraviolet. The different light waves are not visible to the human skin. UV on electromagnetic scale. Ultraviolet is after visible light and before X-ray light wave. Ultraviolet's wavelength is smaller and has more energy than the visible light, but is bigger and has less energy than the X-ray waves.
Damage. High doses of UV radiation kill most of the skin cells in the upper skin layer, and cells that are not killed get damaged. This is why we use sunscreen. And the sunscreen, like, if you see sunscreen from a UV camera, it's gonna look black because of sun. Sun exposure causes most of the skin changes that we think of as normal part of aging. So if we hadn't UV rays, we wouldn't be like old in the skin. I'm gonna put a video of that, so we'll see it later. That's really good.
And they show the freckles in the camera.
You didn't what is it? It's part of a sunscreen.
It shows in the
Some fun facts. Ultraviolet means beyond light, or it's also called black light. It's used to sterilize and disinfect medical equipment. Bees and bumblebees can see it. They use ultraviolet light with special powder to detect fingerprints, or you can wear sunscreen to protect your skin from UV rays. New snow can reflect up to 80% of ultraviolet rays, while normal ground surfaces and bodies of water tend to reflect less than 10%. UV light has been proven for decades to effectively disinfect air and surfaces and water.
Yeah, and even if you use an umbrella when it's sunny outside, it reflects off the ground and it still comes onto your skin. That's why you use sunscreen.
When you use a prism and shine light through one end to see it come out the other with the visible light, red is called infrared and the purple light color is called ultraviolet, or also called UV. So the color. UV has many other uses. You can do surgery with it, but not with a black light with a UV camera, or something like art or ultramagnetic items covered in chemical.
That was the first picture on the first slide.